Hey guys, welcome. It's your girl Lila Bell and welcome to my channel. Okay, student life, it sucked. I went to a PWI. That PWI doesn't owe, well, it owes me a lot actually. And they try to make me pay. I'm not paying nothing. I'm sorry. Anyways.
We should go to jail.
IRS
please, we're paying our dues over here.
No,
please.
we finessing if we can, and then if we can't, then we pay. But student life was horrible. Okay, no, she's trying to downplay our student life. Community college, we was outside. If you stay in the Houston area, you can still go to. I was part of the NSA of U of H. I was a student there at some point, but she never attended U of H, and I still was able to finesse her the ASA tickets, and you're still able to become a member for their groups. Like, go ahead, go ask, DM. Instead of DMing that dude that you heard of his story, DM a local school's chapter for their group and ask if you can attend, even if you're in a community college. Don't cut yourself short. And then one thing about it, if you don't get invited, then you throw the celebration yourself. Okay. If your community college doesn't have a certain program, then you make it on your own. I didn't have a book club at my school, so guess what? I made one. Textual Relations, that was the group of my book club. And I always wanted to be in a book club, so I made one. And you know, you do what you do with what you got, okay? That was student life. I made it. Like, we went to parties, we still attended it. They'd be like, what school you go to? U of H.
Had the U of H in the bio and everything.
Literally, even though we was a community college student. So, and then HBCU versus PWI. I wish I went to HBCU personally. I did go to a PWI. Like she said, go to a diverse school. I think U of H is a diverse school. If you want other recommendations, just ask down below. I wish I went to HBCU honestly, but I live in Texas and I don't even think we got the best HBCUs. I really wanted to go to FAMU. I want to go to NCAT. I wanted to go to Howard University. If you're thinking about HBCU, then guess what? That's a sign that you already should apply and see if you can go. When people be like, oh, out of state debt, you're gonna be in debt. So be in debt and be happy. Okay.
And if you're not already applying for those scholarships,
please
open your laptop and get on your Zoom and apply. There's so much money out there.
Just figure out how to get it. And then another thing is, you have to, what's the word? Apply within your district. You don't even know. I got 2K from Alvin ISD. Don't play. Okay, so apply within your district. That's the easiest. Those national ones do be difficult because you had to have been revived and brought back to life to excite these sponsors. So,
but I feel like nowadays there's a scholarship for anything. Like, literally, there's a scholarship for being
you lost
black.
Your tooth.
There's a scholarship for being Catholic. There's a scholarship for being this. Like, you just have to do your research and apply. There's so much money out there for you to go to college. Oh, just open your laptop.
Open it. Don't waste time.
What do you like to do when you feel like life gets super stressful and you can't keep up with everything all at once? I like this question. Mm-hmm. So for me personally, when life gets super stressful, I just try to take it one step at a time. You know, like if you try to overwhelm yourself trying to find a solution to everything all at once, you're just stressing yourself out more. So I just take a step back. I like to pray. I like to reflect on everything. Me personally, I'm the type to vent. I'll call my friends. I'll call my friends and vent, and I have to just get it out of my system. That's just me. I know other people who like to bottle things up and just tell you later, like years later.
I don't know what you're talking about. But when y'all find out, let me know.
But I like to just take a step back, talk to God. Talking to God, prayer works. Do not ever underestimate the power of prayer. Pray, talk to God before you even talk to anybody about the situation. And then find someone that you truly trust, like a close friend, somebody, a loved one that you truly trust and you can open to. And if you don't have anybody to vent to, open to, if journaling works for you, you can do that.
Yes, I'm on my 8th journal. I don't play by my diary, okay? Yeah. And y'all using ChatGPT incorrectly. Instead of asking ChatGPT to do your homework, ask for 15 daily prompts on the situation that you're going through. It will help.
I'm not gonna lie, ChatGPT be making me feel so much better about certain situations. Like, if you don't have anybody
promoting ChatGPT, don't forget they're using gallons of our water. Hesitantly.
If you don't feel comfortable talking
that should be
to
your
anybody,
last resort.
Maybe, probably. Yes. You think so?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know it yet, but your university should offer mental health opportunities, and definitely as a college student, they are already gonna leave you in debt. So make sure you are asking for all the resources.
Make the most out of your tuition.
Go into that student life and ask for all the amenities that come with. They got a gym. I don't even care if you didn't have a gym life before. You go into that gym. I was in my gym every day. Okay, I ain't really talk to my friends supposedly like I should have, but I was in that gym. I was in them little bicep curls and everything. That what else? They probably do have a hotline to talk to. Use all your resources to the max. And if you don't know your resources, you contact your student body president. They got presidents still in college. You DM them. Hey, yo, what's up? What can they provide me? Da-da-da-da. Like, do whatever you must do to learn about your school, because babes, they are finessing you. Okay, they are finessing you.
But honestly, my big takeaway here is just talk to God. Like, God will get you out of any situation. Like, when I was in college, I was in situations where I was like, man, how am I gonna get out of here? But I kept praying, I fasted, I kept trusting God. Like, sometimes it's just hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but like, God is gonna get you out of every situation, even if you feel like it's too hard. Like, nothing is impossible to God. Nothing.
Me personally, like she said, cry. First of all, cry. And crying in prayer still counts, even if you don't utter a word. I don't know how y'all bring in y'all's prayers. I do the sign of the cross, or you just get into that mode and you start talking to God. Even if you cannot pronounce the situation that you're in, all that is coming out is tears, and you're like violently shaking. That is a prayer in itself. Tears are a prayer in itself. Do what you gotta do. Go into your corner. And if you don't have a prayer life, if you don't know what denomination you want to be in or whatnot, schools also have ministries. My school had a great Catholic ministry. I love the Catholic church at my old school. I ain't repping that school no more. But they had a very good ministry, which I appreciate. That's the only thing I miss. They gym and the Catholic ministry. Okay,
I'm gonna crack my makeup before it's done.
That's the main thing I love. Like, the school was there for me for sure, religiously wise. Don't be scared. Go up to your pastor. Go up to your priest. There's a reason. If you trust them to preach to you on Sundays, you should trust them to make an appointment. Okay, even if you can't afford therapy, did you know you can make an appointment with your priest, your pastor, whoever, to talk to them personally? Call and ask. Please use all the resources. Please, pretty please. After you cried and prayed, then you exhaust your resources. If you don't want to talk to your friends, you got the therapy option and you got the priest option. If you stress, you sit down and you take bite-sized. Okay, if you have 10 assignments, you do the easiest that you want to do first. Some people be like, oh, do the hardest. No, do the easiest. It's gonna get stressful. It's no longer college, or even in general, even if it's not academic. You do bite-sized. You do if you're already feeling overwhelmed, you do what is easiest for yourself at the moment, and then you go up in difficulty, because you got to get it done. I'm proud of you for waking up today. I'm proud. I'm blessed that God gave you another day to be alive. So you should keep on going. Okay, it's gonna get difficult. Adult life, adulting, they're gonna show you something in your 20s that you ain't never seen yet. Okay,
exactly.
Gonna have you looking at your parents differently, like, y'all went through this and you didn't tell me about it. So one thing I will always applaud you for, and even God would applaud you for, is keep on going, keep on swimming, keep doing what you can. Okay.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned crying. I don't know who needs to hear this, but crying is not a sign of weakness.
No.
If you need to cry to let it all out, please do so. Like,
please, pretty please.
When I first realized that, crying is not a sign of weakness, and I actually just let my emotions out by crying, oof, it feels so good, man. It feels so good. Especially those cries where, like,
oh, the snot, babes. If the snot wasn't there, do it again.
No, for
do
real.
It again, Uncle Steve. Do it
You're
again.
Gonna feel so much better after that.
Please. And another thing is, sometimes you're gonna have to delete social media. Let me tell you, you're gonna have to delete social media, because what they're showing you. I remember like seeing college people party and stuff. I didn't know they was going through the mental struggles of their hard, annoying professor. Okay, no one mentions the annoying professors. No, they posted in a cute bikini in Miami. I'm in Miami, turning up another notch. Like, they're on spring break enjoying themselves. They're not posting about how they gotta stay up until 3 a.m. in the morning trying to complete an assignment that was actually due at 11:59 p.m.
Not everything you see on social media is real.
Literally.
Man. Should I forgive someone who embarrassed me? How bad was the embarrassment? Number one. And number two, if you ask me personally, I believe in forgiveness only because God literally forgives us every day, like daily. So I feel like forgiveness doesn't have to be right away. Like it does, like, you know, it's okay to take time. Yeah, it's okay to allow yourself to be angry. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad, mad about the situation, upset. It's okay. It's natural. It's human feeling. But I feel like eventually you should allow yourself to just forgive the person, not necessarily for them, but for your own sake. You don't want to carry anger or grudges or hatred towards someone, because anger is a strong feeling. You don't want to carry heavy feelings towards someone forever. I feel like eventually you just have to let go and forgive for your own sanity, for your own mental health. So if you should forgive someone who embarrassed you, it depends on how bad the embarrassment was. Honestly, just in general, like if someone embarrassed you, someone upset you, someone made you angry, it's normal to be upset at the person. It's normal to be angry. Allow yourself to feel this, like, you know, the emotions, but eventually I would advise you to learn how to let go of the situation.
And you're seeing someone, so I don't know who like this person is categorized in your life as: boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, family member. Let me tell you something. I remember someone said like, oh, you're gonna make your lifelong friends in college. I still talk to my friends from high school. They are my day ones. So, and it's not to say if you graduate without friends, that's totally fine. You can make friends at any point of your life, lifelong friends. To me, it's not hard making friends no matter where you're at. It's hard keeping them. So we're in this culture, this cancel culture, this cutting off culture. Y'all be so quick to cut people off. We are all human. They embarrass you, but how many times did you possibly embarrass them and they didn't tell you?
Exactly.
So you gotta give grace to everyone. You know, like she said, you should forgive. And at the end of the day, because you say just forgive, you ain't never said, oh, should you revive the friendship? I think regardless of where the friendship, the relationship is going, you should forgive. Now, should you still be friends with them? Should you still communicate with them? That's a different topic.
Yeah.
So,
because forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean you're going back to the situation. You can forgive and then move. Exactly.
That's fine.
Yeah. But just forgive to allow yourself to just let go of those heavy feelings. Anger is a heavy feeling. Like
it's exhausting. It can weigh you down. And then once you let go, you're like, oh my gosh, why was I angry for so long? Should I leave if I feel like I'm always the one trying? This isn't just like relationships that are sensual, but also platonic. I think you meant romantic. Sensual there, because something could be just sensual and not romantic. But I've been in situations where I was always the friend that hit them up, always the one that provided, made the dates, the friend dates and stuff like that. And if it wasn't for me, we weren't in communication and we stopped talking. There's a friend that I met my freshman year. She was a senior. We still share locations to this day. But if I don't hit her up, if I don't wish her happy birthday, we don't speak. She don't wish me happy birthday. So
that's not a relationship.
It's not. I mean, it's not a friendship no more either. That's just
because a relationship is it's a two-way street. Hello, like
So if they're not both pouring in, then like she said, it's not a relationship. What's the difference between love and attachment? Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to answer that another time because I'm still learning. Sometimes your attachment style may actually prevent you from loving someone. There's 3 main attachment styles, and then there's a 4th one, but it's mainly secure, anxious, and avoidant. Now, secure is very rare. They're usually in relationships, and then when they get out, it don't really take much before they're in another one. So they're very like, it's not common. Avoidant meaning that they're avoidant, like they don't want to be in a relationship, they want to be by themselves, they're always going to push you and stuff like that. Men tend to be avoidant, even though the book that I read said no, it's not just men tend to be avoidant. They're the type to be like, oh yeah, she's on my body, like I got different girls. If you avoidant, you don't even know how to just focus on one person because you're looking for the perfect one, or you stuck on that one ex. I'm just talking stereotypically wise. The anxious type is like you are always thinking about that person, you're always thinking about the relationship, so it's consuming you. Even definitely do y'all's own research on that. There's different quizzes to figure out what you are, and there's a book called Attachments by Adam something. I'm gonna include a picture. Y'all should definitely read that if you want. Attachment style can prevent you from actually learning about what love is. Do you have a definition for what love is? Love is patient, love is kind. Love doesn't boast. 1 Corinthians 13 chapter 13 verse No,
you know what they say? They say that if you can replace the word love by that person's name,
it's applicable.
Yeah. Love versus attachment. Ooh. That's
a good one,
man. Because a lot of times you're just attached to someone, but then you think you're in love with the person, and it takes leaving that situation to realize that, like, was I truly in love with this person, or was I just attached to them, you know?
Yes and no, but yes, happy on the yes.
It's tricky to know whether you're in love or you're attached to a person, especially if you're still in that situation. Yes, because you could be delusional. Usually you don't realize what it is until you're out of that situation. Speaking from experience.
Side note, my lip combo is e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in Dark Cocoa. Then Eyebrow in the middle. Put Jalicious Cotton Candy on top. And then I used Essence with the Flower Bomb.
And it eats so bad.
Too good.
It eats so bad.
It's just like the drugstore attempt for what she has on her lips. But I think Cotton Candy is not as pigmented as the Fenty.
Mine is drugstore too, right?
Fenty?
Well, not Fenty,
Babes.
but...
Fenty on the other side.
This one.
Oh, that one.
Wait, Fenty. They do carry Fenty at Ulta.
But on the other side.
On the other side.
On the high end, okay?
Ooh, okay.
When I go to the store, I make sure I'm on the opposite side of Fenty.
So weak. My lip combo is NYX in the shade or color Espresso. Essence in the color Flower Blossom, and then Fenty Heat in the color Fussy Heat. And I topped it off with this Sephora plumping gloss. It's a pink shimmer gloss in the color Outrageous. Is it Outrageous? No, it's not Outrageous. It doesn't say the color on there. It says the color on the website, but this is in the number 11. Yeah, so these three with Espresso. We need to bring back highlighter in our makeup routines, because who even stopped doing that? Who even said that we should stop doing that?
I mean, it's 2026 is the new 2016, so
Okay.
I'm very content with how my makeup came out. Last question is, how can you determine when you're settling for less, even if it's not obvious? Again, I feel like if you're questioning is enough. How do you know when you're settling for less? You have to have your non-negotiables. It's not about what the society thinks or what social media thinks is settling for less, but what do you consider settling for less? To begin with, do you even like the person? Like, generally, when you think about their flaws, their pros and their cons, are you really wanting to stay? Like, sometimes generally you have to remove your heart from the situation, because sometimes your heart is flesh. That's flesh, okay? Does this align with who you want to marry, who you want to be with?
Ooh, that's so easy than that.
Like, you have to be able to discern, you know what I mean? And how do you determine? You have to have your non-negotiables and green flags, you know? And your green flags will change. Your green flags may add, and your non-negotiables may get longer, okay? I don't do the boy you doing warriors. I don't do they just in your, like, you got 1 to 2 weeks before you ask me on a date. You don't ask me on a date, I'm not even going to tell you why I ghosted you. I will just ghost. I don't owe you nothing. I'm single. I'm not your babe. I'm not your boo.
Okay,
you can call me baby boo. You call me baby boo, but I'm not your baby boo, okay? There's another guy calling me baby boo, and guess what? He took me to the Texas State Fair. He took me to the aquarium. He taking me places, and it's not just, that don't matter. But, you know, you just have to have your list, and it's not about what we think that you're settling. It's about what you think is settling.
I feel like walking into any situation, whether it's like a relationship, whatever, like talking to a guy, dating, you should start with, like, what are your standards? Ask yourself that question first before you even walk into any relationship. Not situation. We're not doing situationships. Dating or a relationship. Ask yourself, what are my standards? What are my non-negotiable, like you said, like, and then go from there. And I feel like once in a while you should check yourself. And I feel like this is hard to do, especially if you're like really into this person and you have feelings for this person. It's easy to settle for certain things when you're already like emotionally involved. But I feel like once in a while you should check yourself, like, am I really content? Like, am I lowering my standards just because I want to keep this person around? Am I compromising? And I feel like that's kind of how you'll be able to determine if you're settling for less. Like, checking yourself every once in a while.
Period. Again, so I really did love all of these questions. I don't know if I'll use the same form for future responses. You should definitely email me y'all's inquiries, and depending on how many more I get, I will do another video. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. My products will be listed down below. She did tell y'all her lip combo.
Did I? Yeah. Oh yeah, the lip combo.
If y'all have any questions about the products you use, I'll try to like bug her and like ask
we can
her.
just link everything down below.
We'll try. If you send me a list, then I'll put it down below too. But thank you again so much for watching my video. I hope you have a great day or a good night. Getting older. Before I used to think that a freshman could mess.
Actually.
Okay. Let me help you finish. Okay. Let me let you finish. I'll help you.
Wait, are you still going? Are you still answering? Are you?
Nah, I already lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, low-key.
No, my point was...
We still have fun.
I can't believe I'm saying this on camera.
Bro, don't make me giggle. I beg. I'm going to have smile lines.
No, I'm already having... That's why I got to set.
I'm over here. Shining. Shining, 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 shining. Yeah, shining, yeah. Okay. Okay, do you want to do the next question?
Okay.
Daphne.
Daphne. No, I'm not that.
Okay, I was gonna say
I'm just waiting for my face to set.
Aquarium, he's taking me places, and it's not just Geico. Let's go places. Who says let's go places?
Oh, like commercial wise?
Yeah.
I'm so bad with my commercials.
Okay,
Don't ask me.